This is HUPcast, the short, sharp podcast from the Hands Up project.
Today's podcast is a little bit different. It's based around a short video sent to us by Haneen, a student who acted in a play called Teddy and His Teacher in 2018. It's a really lovely play which talks about the importance of the role of the teacher and education generally in the lives of children in Gaza. 6 years on, this is the message she sent a couple of days ago. Hello, it's Teddy. I participated in the Hands Up project a long time ago. I acted Teddy and other plays with Miss Saida. I want to say that I started to study English at university before the war. I'm so grateful to you, to Miss Saida, and for this project. I shared my story in the war in Gaza in English. I'd be so glad if you see it.
Hi, I am Haneen, a citizen in Gaza City, and I'm here to tell you my story. We were living in this small, beautiful city, happily, in peace. Everything was amazing. I was living there with my family. We all were working hard to achieve our goals, as all the people in Gaza. Everyone here is ambitious. Everyone here has a dream. Life was so calm and normal before that day, the 7th of October 2023. Everything shifted. Our life completely changed. Let me start with my story. We were suffering from aerial, naval and ground bombardment and moving from place to another. They were bombing insanely. We didn't have another choice. We were forced to displace and leave our home. It was a hard decision to make, but after 38 days of suffering from fear, anxiety, and for being not able to live and sleep peacefully without waking up freaking out, terrifying, we chose to displace, no matter what's gonna happen. We didn't know where we're going, where we're gonna stay. We were going to the unknown. We didn't know how my mom is gonna walk all this long distance with her broken leg because it was prevented to use cars. That was the last place that cars were allowed. After that, we needed to use another transport, like animals, so it can transport us to the place that Israeli tanks and soldiers in. After that, we needed to walk a long distance. There were thousands of people with us. Too many people were displacing with us. And thank God, we found an ambulance bed. We put my mom and we put our backpacks on it because we couldn't take another stuff. They told us that it's just allowed to take a backpack, and maybe also they're gonna tell you leave it so you can go. After we reached to them, It was prevented to use our phones, so of course we turned it off. And we were raising our IDs so they can see who we are. We stand between the tanks and Israeli soldiers for like 4 hours, waiting. The movement stopped. They stopped everything. No one can move. We were so scared. They usually take a random innocent people. What if they took us? What if they took my father or my brothers? What we will do? The Israeli soldiers were surrounded us with their guns. There were tanks all around us. We all thought that we're gonna die now, and that is the last moment of our life. After they took a random innocent people from women and children and men from us, they let us go. And everyone started to run. No one paid attention to anyone next to him or in front of him. It was like the last day of the world. After we crossed the barrier, we had to take another transport so we can reach to Al-Nusayrat camp. And because also the car was prevented there, we used an animal also, like a horse, so it can transport us. After reaching to Al-Nusayrat, to the south of Gaza Strip, we could take a car to Rafah, and after a period of time, we knew that they destroyed all our neighborhood. They came to our apartment and they also destroyed it. The building also maybe will not be able to stand anymore. We figured out also that our new car is destroyed. And after a period of time also, we knew from the videos on the internet that our chalet is completely destroyed. I can say that we literally lost everything. Even the university that my sister and I study in and my father work in, destroyed. We are now in Rafah, and Rafah wasn't safe as they were claiming. And now it's gonna be the most dangerous place, as you can listen in the news. Also, I want to mention that the amount of the pollution that we've been exposed to from the beginning of the war is literally a lot. I can remember one time when I was at my home, I opened the window and I saw it was night, but everything in front of me was white. It was the phosphorus internationally prohibited. they were using it. We closed our eyes, we put masks, of course, we tried not to smell it. That's beside the normal air that we breathe. It's polluted because of the rockets and the bombings. And after we reached now to Rafah, all of the people around me and also my family members have the symptoms of the contamination. Maybe the water is polluted here. This is where we are, in the age of technology, in the 21st century, in 2024. We went back 100 years. The tent is so hot during the day and so cold at the night. As you can see the sand here. When it rains, the rain mixed with the sand and it turned to a mud. Here there is a common bathroom between our tent and the other tents around us here. Most of the people here don't have bathroom, so they have to walk a long distance so they can reach to the public bathrooms. They stand in line and wait for their turn. And for sure, there is a possibility so they can get diseases. I'm gonna show you here what people use to cook. They put things here or wood or cartoons and they cook by using this thing right now. And for washing dishes, of course, and it's also the same when we make the laundry. You can see here the laundry. Here I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you now how many tents there is in this place. I tried once to count how many tents is here, but I couldn't. Rafah is so crowded. There's about 1.5 million persons displaced border fence between Gaza and Egypt. And by the way, Egypt is asking for more than $5,000 for the person so he can leave Gaza Strip. And that's the end. Gaza turned into a pile of ashes. And it's not a place for living anymore.